We can all be great friends.
Imagine if we had more time. Like, imagine if the last episode of The Owl House didn't just release. Or imagine if Disney didn't cut the third season and literally robbed us. Or just imagine if The Owl House just didn't fully just end. Holy crap, Watching and Dreaming was insane. It was such a great show and it was such a great ending, but I just wish we had a little more time with the characters in this world. I just felt like there was so much more to explore with all of the characters, and I just felt like everything was building up so fast. And the fact that we only got it in 3 episodes says quite a lot, but it just would have been so cool to see more of like character development, not with just Luz, Ida, and King, like being able to see Willow and Gus's story progress, and even Amity and her siblings. Like, there was just so much more we could have had more of, if that makes sense. I just felt like Disney robbed us of the full potential that this show could have been. Like, don't get me wrong, it was great. Fantastic, actually. Dana and her team did a fantastic job of bringing us into their world, but there just could have been more. And if we had more time, maybe like a proper 20 episode season, or even an extra season 4 at that, it would have been so cool to see Hunter and Willow's relationship flourish and blossom into what it is now as well. I don't know about you guys, but I fully ship Huntlow together. I always see bad things about them, but maybe, just maybe, okay? If we had the chance to see them flourish, maybe less people would hate them together. I don't know. Either way, I love it, and I wish we could have seen more of that. It would have been so cool to see like their relationship build up a little bit more. Like, I know we got a few glances of Hunter and like Willow blushing at each other, but like I said, could have just been a little more. It would have been so cool to see a spin-off series with the Archives and Titans. When the Collector brought that up and mentioned how the Archives manipulated him and sent him to live with the Titans, I just thought that would have been such a cool storyline to see, and be able to see the Collector play with the little Titans that he was so excited about. And maybe even get a Bellos and Caleb journey when they went to the demon realm together. I just felt like that could have been delved more into as well. Or a storyline with Ida and all the Coven heads in their younger years. Like, there is so much potential that they could veer off from and just send us into another direction and keep us in the demon realm with them, because I am totally on board with that. Another thing that I wish we got to see more of was maybe Bellos and Hunter's interaction. Like, I know we got the end of episode 1 when Bellos went full possessive on Hunter, but I honestly wanted to see like Hunter's reaction to Bellos being gone. Like, well, not gone, but stepped on, essentially. But to see Hunter's full-blown raw emotion and reaction honestly probably would have made us cry even more. It was already an emotional episode, so maybe it was a good thing they left that out. But it just would have been so cool to see. But while we're on the topic of Hunter and Bellos' relationship, I just felt like that was something we could have like delved into a little more as well. Hunter was obviously not like all the other Grimwalkers, and it would have just been really interesting to see the build-up of their relationship compared to where it is now, which would make everything a lot more emotional for us as well. Like, I know when Bellos possessed Hunter, it was already such a heart-wrenching thing, but to be able to see like a little backstory of their connection would have just been interesting to see. And maybe even the comparisons to him and Caleb, like not just visually of course, but characteristically too, since Flapjack did choose Hunter, and it's theorized that Flapjack was possibly Caleb's palisman. So it would have just been interesting to see maybe the characteristics of Caleb compared to Hunter and what Bellos thought of that. Also, another thing that I feel like isn't talked about enough is the backstory of Bellos and Caleb. Like, I know they gave us a quick run through in the human realm in the tale of the Witherbane brothers, but it just wasn't enough for me, okay? I want the lore. I want to know what happened between Caleb and Evelyn and what caused his literal brother to go crazy insane and not only kill his own brother, but try to wipe out a whole population of witches. Like, the dude tried to possess a dead titan just because of what happened between him and his brother. Like, he didn't just kill his own brother. Like, he possessed a titan, a dead titan. Like, are we gonna ignore this? Because that was like, I mean, it's the whole entire plot point of the show, but it's just so crazy. I just wish we would have had more of a backstory for that, and hopefully maybe we'll get like a spin-off version of it. I really hope that we do, because there's just so many like little things that we wish we knew more about, and this is kind of what this is, you know? Like, I get it though. The show sadly had to end the way it did. And of course, thank you to Dana and her team for giving us what they did in such a short amount of time, and just being able to pull off what they did with such a satisfying ending in just only 3 episodes. But, you know, it also makes me think, like, what could have happened, or what other stories could they have delved into? And as much as I love that Dana and her team were able to do the finale with the 3 specials that we were given, I'll never, ever forgive Disney for cutting the whole entire 3rd season that we really should have gotten 20 episodes for. I am going to miss the Owl House, and it was such a great show, and it had a great ending to it. It is very satisfying. And honestly, the 4-year time jump was so nice to see. It was so heartwarming, and it's just, I was so happy to know that Luz still went and visited the demon realm even while she was living in the human realm. Like, that was so satisfying. I know Amphibia didn't give that to us. I'm still sad about that. Don't even get me started. But it was a great wrap up. But yeah, let me know if I missed anything, or if there were any other stories that we honestly could have gotten a backstory for, or what we wish the direction of the show could have been if Disney didn't cut it off the way that they did. But thank you guys for being here, and let's talk about what's next.